East with a shot from Ware Berry. A short. West closed quickly in the first half, and because of it, they have a 50-47 lead as we begin the second half.
Well,
this is Evan Wardlow. Hey, look who's starting the El Camino group, and there's Blair Orr.
I'm hoping the Woodland Hills crew do a little bit better, have more success than they had in the first half.
Well, that's a good start for Blair Orr. Big physical 6'7" forward.
Yeah.
Derek Newton, who was outstanding in the first half, and he can shoot that medium range jumper.
I'm just amazed on how he improved his perimeter game over the years.
Evan Wardlow. Newton the other way. Boyd is free. Yes, the three ball for Brandon Boyd. Well, he's got a nice looking jump shot.
It's a beautiful looking shot.
Even at 52, Sandifer, our slam dunk contest, shows us he can knock him down from 10 feet.
I'm telling you, it'd be interesting if he can heat up. He's the type of kid who can put up 20 points in a quarter.
Now, UTEP didn't have good guard play last year. He might be a two guard for them there. Here's Newton again.
Yeah, I think he'll help UTEP out a lot.
Now, what do you see him as, a small guard, a small three?
No, he's a two.
He is a two.
Yeah, he's a pure offensive two guard, and he'll adjust to the high major level real quick.
Boy, they can shoot it at this level. Chance Cole's first three ball make of the night. Chance Cole's another one of those Sylmar players, and of course the Spartans won a city championship, beating Garfield in the final. They averaged 15 a game. That was a pretty smooth delivery there.
Yeah, he has a nice looking shot, and he had good range on it. Good looking for him.
Chance also an outstanding volleyball player. Ware Berry, and another one for Chance Cole. East by one at 57-56, but Blair Orr gives the West the lead.
No, that was real nice because Orr understood where Malik was going. So that's the teammate rhythm right there that works. They need a little bit more of that. They can stretch this thing out.
Yeah, Malik Haynes knew exactly where he was. And again, Chance Cole going off to begin here in the second half.
He's a good-looking shooter.
Richardson, there's the foul by Sandifer, but we had a foul before the putback. How about this start from Chance Cole of Sylmar?
Yeah, I've never seen him play all year. He's a good-looking prospect. Shoots the ball well.
Again, he averaged 15.3 points, shot 56% from the floor as Richardson toes the stripe.
With that type of talent, Bort better have won the city Division II title. I would have been riding him all the way home on that one. He has good talent, and he did a good job with his kids.
1 point game. Still plenty of time. 17:20 to play in the contest. This is Holiday from Buckley High School. What a year they had. Cole again. Came up empty. And Haynes leads a breakout. Sandifer tried to dunk it with the right hand. Remember, he's a left-hander by nature. Brandon Boyd will stop and pop and score.
Hey, you got to make him put the ball on the floor. You can't give him any type of room. That kid can really shoot that basketball.
The East by 4, and here's Haynes. Rebound Orr. Blair Orr flying in to put it back in.
Big fella's playing hard, so he's starting to clean up all the garbage stuff, all the missed shots.
East up 2 at 63-61 with the ball. Newton. And we've already seen what he can do when he faces up from medium range.
Yeah, that mid-range, that's his area. That's his spot.
Haynes drills a triple. The three ball for Malik Haynes.
I tell you what, Randy, we might have something going on here now. It's starting to really warm up.
How about this, 65-64. Brandon Boyd to Cole. I like what Blair Orr is doing. He's getting a lot of rebounds, doing the dirty work for the West. Wardlow to Sandifer. Sandifer's dunk gives the West a 1 point lead.
And now you're starting to see the Woodland Hills crew starting to share the basketball with each other, and they're starting to have much more success.
Ware Berry. Nice crossover. And there's Orr again cleaning up off the glass.
Dominating the glass.
Sandifer, had he been able to handle it, would have had another dunk. New crew for the East.
This should be a good battle.
Gonzalez, Shaquille Russell.
This group at the East competed. No. This group from the East broke down a little bit in the second half. I hope they come back and compete. These are the two groups I felt underachieved a little bit in the second half. So it'd be interesting to see how they match up right now.
Also back is Eric Patton. Alberts. Well, that's a nice fadeaway jump shot.
He has a real good offensive skill set.
Seesaw second half. East by 1. Richardson looking for his shot. Sandifer in that paint a long time.
Yeah, that was more like 6 seconds.
Yeah, there's a little leeway here.
In an all-star game, you get a little extra seconds.
There's Oregon creating havoc and giving the ball back to the West. Blair Orr has given the West, a spark here to begin the second half.
Yeah, he's dominating the glass.
Howell to Patton. Patton has 2.
That was a nice job. Really nice job by Howell.
1 possession game. West has it, back 3. 14 and a half minutes to play. Richardson for the tie. Gonzalez with the rebound. Here comes the point guard. And again, Orr getting back defensively.
Blair Orr is putting his stamp on this game.
Wardlow and 1 for Evan Wardlow.
The Woodland Hills crew is coming through right now. Really sharing the ball. Looking real good in transition.
Evan Wardlow, maybe the best defensive player in the city. Been called the most underrated player in the San Fernando Valley. I don't know how underrated he is. He's had a terrific career in Woodland Hills, and he ties it with the three-point play at 69.
I think he was overlooked by, because they had such big names with Malik Haynes and Julian Richardson, and so people tend to overlook Wardlow.
He's going to Santa Clara, where he'll play for the Broncos. Roberts missing the 3 ball. We're even at 69 as we approach 14 minutes to play. Sandifer double teamed. Orr is free. Sandifer got it back.
Yeah, a little bit too.
He's relentless.
That was a good job. Way to make up for a sloppy play. That's a good job. He's playing some defense.
Gotta like his work ethic.
Yeah.
71-69 for the West. Here's a lob for Patton, and he ties it at 71. Eric Patton.
I'm telling you, Patton has a little something. He does. When you see him, he doesn't look like a ball player, but he's a pretty good ball player. Really skilled.
Richardson misses, or with the crash tip, but there's Patton with the rebound.
I like the ball with this kid's hands. He makes something happen every time.
That's Tim Howell to Gonzalez to Patton in the corner. The 3 ball for Patton again. Boy, he looks good.
He can play. He's an inside-out guy.
74-71, and here's Blair Orr, and Patton got in his way.
Something good will happen here.
Roberts puts it in. Howell with the feed, Roberts with the goal.
Good things happen when Howell handles the basketball in transition, makes real good decisions.
5 in a row for the East. They're up 5. Sandifer turns it over. Here's Howell with a breakaway. And Tim Howell puts it in. 7 in a row for the East.
And Howell has something to do with all 7 points. He's in the middle of all of them.
Malik Haynes gives it to Orr. Orr slams it in.
See, once again, that's 2 teammates playing well together. They stick together like this. They could actually, take the lead here.
Blair Orr has been one of the great surprises in this game. Patton in that corner. 3 more for Patton.
Got to know where he is at all times. He can really shoot that basketball.
Eric Patton is 6'6", 210 pounds, and he's a deadeye. Wardlow gets 2 back at the other end. We're not seeing very many defensive stops here.
No, not really. But you've seen some pretty good offense. Well, that was good offense there. But you've seen good offense here, too. These kids are really skilled.
Wardlow in the open court with a freebie. 2 for Evan Wardlow, 81-77.
Let's see if the Woodland Hills boys can get a stop. Or West Valley boys.
In a high-scoring battle of the Valley, Wardlow the last to touch.
Now I thought that the Woodland Hills group really did so much better in this half than they did in the first half, and they competed more and they shared the ball more, in which they had much more success.
And to me, the biggest surprise was Blair Orr.
Yeah, Blair Orr came through and he played hard on both ends of the floor. He ran the floor, he rebounded, and then he got a couple of easy dunks because Malik found him.
Did they just tee up Bordescoto? He got a technical, the Sylmar coach. He didn't get a technical all season long. Here's a guy in Bordescoto who's had as many as 17 technicals in a year, and he got teed up in the All-Star game after being cool all season long.
Hey, Bort is classic Bort. He's going to give you one.
Bordescoto is upset. He got a tee. He's wearing that red shirt. He sticks out in the crowd.
That's Bort. Bort is a fierce competitor, even in an All-Star game.
Have you ever seen a tee in an All-Star game?
I've never seen one, but look, Bordescoto is in the house. He will entertain you. If it means getting a tee, he will get one. But what a great coach he is.
You were telling me a story that he was in a tournament and picked up a technical?
Yes, Bort picked up a technical in a tournament. He was attempting to use his timeouts, which he was well within his rights, and the ref refused to allow him to use his timeouts. So he walked onto the floor to call a timeout, and the ref called 2 technicals and tossed him.
Bordescoto, what a piece of work he is.
Great guy, great coach. I'm really happy for him. Won his second city title. He deserves it.
Fans are into it here. They're enjoying themselves at Valley College in Valley Glen in the East San Fernando Valley. We're at the South Gym.
Oh, fans always love free giveaways. That's the best way to get everybody real hyped up.
Giving away shirts here. Here's Bush, and Larry Bush again getting to the basket.
Larry must can feel that vibe, but I predicted him as the MVP.
Well, he's certainly in the running. East has the ball up 1. Up 4 on the 3 ball from Shaquille Russell.
It's a nice looking shot.
Well, we're going to eclipse 100 in this one for sure. Coletti. He gets 3 right back. Joe Coletti out of Simi Valley, same school that produced the great Don McLean.
He's shown ability to make plays and shoot the ball.
Russell again knocking down the triple.
He's
How
really
about the shooting display from Shaquille Russell?
He's really improved his shooting. Really. Every year he's added that to his game.
Coletti rattled that one in and out from 30 feet. Unlimited range for Joe Coletti. Patton with a strong move and a rare foul call. We haven't seen many whistles in this one.
No, because they're shooting so many threes. But, once again, Patton, he hits a couple of threes, and now, you have to come out and guard him, then he goes by you. He's quick enough to get around you. He has a really good offensive game.
Again, Bordescoto said in the one practice, the guy at the free throw line, Eric Patton, was his greatest surprise. He said, this guy can play. He thinks he's ID1.
Yeah, I've never heard of him, and then when I seen him, I didn't, you can't judge a book by its cover. You see him, and he has a great perimeter game. He doesn't have a body to look like a perimeter.
I don't know if that's legal. That won't count. He is the Pacific League MVP, a 3-year varsity player.
Yeah, he can play because that's a tough league. That's a very, very competitive league. That's Pasadena in that league. And so if you're MVP of that league with a team like Pasadena in your league, you're a good ball player.
He's a nice young Mormon kid, and he's going to take a mission, so it's going to be a while before he plays college ball.
So he'll come back more mature. He's going to be a really good college basketball player.
Martino with a nice effort. Tyler couldn't finish. Boyd, the shooter. Yes, the 3 ball for Brandon Boyd.
Now that's what you're supposed to do in an All-Star game. That was nice. That was a real All-Star play.
Smith too strong. Austin got it back. And Abrams with a freebie and a slam dunk for Alec Abrams. East with the ball, up 6, inside of 10 minutes to play. Glad you're with us for the 18th Battle of the Valley. And Derek Newton with a 3 ball and another smooth delivery.
Yes, he came into high school and he didn't shoot the ball that well. He's really, really worked on this game, and it's really showing now.
Bush left the ball behind him. There goes Brandon Boyd, and Brandon with the layup. East up to 96 points already.
So we have a long way to go.
No defense there, and a slam dunk for Cartano.
Now, everybody should get a technical for that, for conceding a dunk like that. They got to keep playing.
Well, that's what happened to the East in the tail end of the first half. They stopped playing D, and they blew a lead.
Yes.
DeRosso, Devenir with the dunk. Quick first step.
Nice first step. He's a big kid. He's a real inside-outside threat.
Well, we've had some games where teams have approached 120 in the Battle of the Valley. I remember a game with Spencer Dinwiddie where he had a big game, but we may have both teams near 110, 120 points.
Yeah, I think that 120 is going to get threatened by this East team.
Bush with the takeaway. Coletto with a layup.
Nice
Joe
job.
Coletti. Boyd passing to DeRusso for a dunk. You love it when a player gives up a good shot for a great shot.
Yeah, it is. You know, it's really good in these all-star games when you reward a guy with a nice pass.
And the East hits the century mark with over 8 minutes to play as Cartano scores to bring the West to within 9.
That kid is sneaky athletic.
Ware Berry from downtown.
He shot that one for Woodland Hills.
And another one. Another three ball. Tyler Cartano.
He's a good ball player.
Boyd the other way. Boy, they're casting off at a rapid pace. You know, we're playing with a shot clock, but we don't really need to mention it. The ball's going up in a hurry.
Yeah, you know, they can save electricity on that one. They can cut the bill down, cut the clock off. It's not going to use it. Once again, look, the West is getting right back in the game. So many games. It's a big game of runs.
Newton is fouled. Austin Smith got him on the arm. Boy, Derek Newton out of Harvard Westlake. The Wolverines playing well.
You know, he's a tough matchup. He can shoot it, and he's real physical around the basket. Yeah, so he's a tough matchup for guys, especially for a high schooler.
Averaged 20 points a game for the Wolverines. Averaged nearly 7 boards. He's undecided, but to me, he just looks like a ready-made college player.
Yeah, I think low and mid majors are missing out on a good ball player here.
102-94. Joe Coletti short with that one. Abrams gets it back. Bush puts it in. Larry Bush, even though he's a guard, has that ability to play inside and score.
Well, he's athletic enough to get those shots off inside. He's one of those guards who can finish around the rim because he's so used to slashing, so he knows how to finish around bigs.
7 minutes to play. 102-96. Ware Berry again. Coletti with the rebound. And Ware Berry picked his pocket. Gives it to DeRusso, who slams it in. Beautiful pass by Ware Berry.
Yes.
Austin Smith going right down Main Street.
You know, Austin Smith is a shooter. I like to see him start, find his stroke a little bit.
Brandon Boyd gives it off. And there's Cole, who started this scoring parade off to begin the second half.
You know, the Sylmar kids have represented themselves really well in this game.
How about Bush from deep?
That's my man
way
right there.
Downtown.
He's making me look good. Hang in there, Larry.
106-101. The East lead is 5. Brandon Boyd. A little greedy there for Brandon.
Yeah, he got into a little bit of a personal matchup, but those things happen in all-star games. It's kind of fun like that. That's what kids want to do, and that's what the fans want to see a little bit.
So you're the East team. There's over 6 minutes to go. You put 106 on the board, and you're still in a battle.
Yes.
Both teams have been unstoppable in the second half. Bush. Yes. Larry Bush doing it again. It's a 2-point game.
Larry showing the whole game now. The outside perimeter game.
Patton got it. That's the shooter's touch for Eric Patton.
Oh my goodness, is he versatile. He is a versatile offensive force.
109-104. One of the more entertaining Battle of the Valley games ever. Smith gets it back. And there's Bush on the weak side. Cartano inside. A fifth try, a sixth try, and finally Abrams tips it in.
If you notice now, look, as the game is getting closer to the end, they're starting to compete now. Now it's going to start getting pretty fun here.
How about the West getting 6 shots? Patton is fouled. And Eric will shoot 2 and go to the line. Hopefully he doesn't try to dunk the second free throw.
No, I wouldn't recommend that strategy.
It didn't work the first time.
Yeah, probably won't work the second one.
So just under 5 minutes to play. It's 109-106. The dark-clad Eastern Stars up in the Battle of the Valley.
Now
free throwing could be critical.
Yes, because now watch, their competitive nature is now starting to come out. Even though it's an all-star game, you want to win.
The Center Valley always with good teams. They won 20 games again this year. And he missed them both.
Wow, that's surprising. He's such a good shooter.
A 3 for the tie. Bush is going for 2 with a spectacular finish. Larry Bush. McKenna Keel is standing by with a special guest.
Back to Patton, you never expect that type of move and drive from him. But he has a real versatile offensive game. Open court along with, being able to spot up and shoot the 3 ball.
One of the highest scoring Battle of the Valley games when it's all said and done. It's 114-109. Now that West Valley League group, mostly El Camino Real players plus Sandefur Taft in for the West, you got to figure that's a real advantage in the final 4 minutes.
You would think so. And also you would think that these guys being a team, 4 teammates out there, will start competing and their desire not to lose will show up because they're used to winning.
Randy Rosenblum with Derek Taylor. We're at Valley College, East San Fernando Valley, the Battle of the Valley coming down to the wire. And a 3 ball from Eric Patton. And it's a 7-point lead for the East.
You have to know where he is. You have to account for him at all times.
Patton is unconscious. Sandefur with a big-time delivery answers.
Right back at you.
117-113 with 3.5 minutes to play. Patton just barreling in, can't finish.
All-star game, you're not going to get no.
Wardlow missed a dunk. Richardson for 3.
Yes, sir. That's what he does very, very well.
Had time to measure it.
Oh, yeah, he's a big-time shooter. That's his strength.
The lead is 1 at 117-116 as we duck under 3 minutes to play.
All of a sudden now, guess what? Everybody's playing defense.
Fouls on Malik Haynes. Neither team in danger of going into the bonus, not yet.
They're now competing, which I like. Now these next 253 can be pretty exciting.
This has been a terrific Battle of the Valley.
Good call.
The East has it, up 1.
Got him.
And a steal by Sandefur.
Oh.
The West leads by 1.
The Woodland Hills crew, they're playing well together, and they're playing defense.
The slam dunk champion showing his stuff, literally.
Yeah, that was a nice. Don't reach there, Chris.
He's going to get another one. Gives it to Wardlow. Sandefur gets it back and puts it in.
Tried to get a little bit too cute.
Well, they came up with the 2. East down 3. Tipped away, they'll retain. 2 minutes and 8 seconds to play.
Now remember, you was asking me about strategy. Now you start to you stop subbing in groups and you just put your best players on the floor. And right now, you want to put your best playmakers on the floor. Because this game, that's what's going to come down to right now. I just find the very best players I have and I put them on it and play for the
The
win.
West has scored 70 second half points. That's why they're leading. Here's Haynes. Richardson. Dagger.
Wow.
Julian Richardson. It's a 6-point lead for the West.
What we thought would happen is starting to happen. The El Camino kids are playing really well together. They've taken over the
Berry
game.
can't hit it. There's Blair Orr. A steal by Holiday. Brandon Boyd for 3.
Here they go.
Wardlow the other way. 90 seconds to play. Chris Sandifer's going to shoot a 3. Chris Sandifer down the stretch, making big play after big play.
You know, we talked about how explosive he is offensively. Now he's starting to show those skills. He has an interesting looking shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute 15
And the West starting to pull away. Sandifer again. Not the shot you wanted, but it's an all-star game. Holiday can't complete the dunk. Boyd for 3. Where Barry tried to put it back. Boyd again, and he lays it in. East takes a timeout, back 7, 126-119, 51.9 to play.
You remember early in the game we was wondering, our question was, having 4 teammates on one team playing together, would they have an advantage? And it showed at the end here that yes, the answer is yes, they had an advantage. They found a rhythm with each other because they understand each other. And they found each other in their right spots. And it was a big difference in the game. And you know what? They played pretty good team defense together. Open the game up.
And you got to finish halves and at the end of the game well. And the West finished the first half strong, and they've done it again here in the second half, closing out nicely.
Yes, absolutely right. And you know, once again, it goes back to those 4 teammates and Sandifer being along with those, being the 5th member. But those 4 teammates really showed so much better than they did in the second half than they did in the first half, and they blew this game open.
What I love about all-star games, you never see 119 points in a high school game. You have 119 and you're on the losing end.
I know, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? You know, it's kind of like a Lakers score these days.
Lakers don't play a lick of D.
Not at all.
Wardlow and Brandon Boyd kidding around with one another. And here's a takeaway by Ware Berry. And he hit the 3. They're within 4.
That was big.
And the quick foul. But they still have fouls to give. It's 126-122.
They have a lot of fouls to give. They have to foul 2 more times to get in bonus.
Here's Wardlow, and he's hammered by Patton.
Here we go.
We've seen great marksmanship in the second half.
Yeah, you know, they started slow shooting threes early in the game. They started slow, but now, as the game progressed and they got warm and they found a rhythm, they started really knocking down some 3 balls there. And quite a few kids knocked down a lot of threes.
Who's your MVP? Is it Chris Sandifer? He's hit some big shots down the stretch.
Yeah, I think Chris may have stolen it away from my man Larry Bush. But my
Larry
man
was great.
Larry was fantastic, but Chris made the big plays when the game was on the line, when they were behind, and he got them. You know, his plays led to them taking the lead. Boy, I tell you what, this kid Patton from Crescenta Valley is awfully good tonight, but he's on the losing end. What? Well, not quite on the losing end yet, because this game is not over. It's only 2 possessions. 36 seconds is a long way from home.
And we'll see if the West really plays the clock. You know, a lot of times in all-star games, they're not thinking about the scoreboard.
I doubt it very seriously. Got
to foul him,
Got
right?
to foul, yes.
There's the foul. Got to take one there. 32.5 seconds left. Still not in the bonus.
No.
The next one will send them into the bonus. Got to go for the steal and then take the foul.
Yeah, you go for a quick steal, then you foul, and then you send them to the line. Even if they make two, it's still a two-possession game.
They're playing keep away.
Yeah, that was. They're not exactly calling fouls here. Oh,
Sandifer's going to shoot it. Or with the putback.
Still, they got to hit a three ball.
Gonzalez chases it down. Nice save. Brandon Boyd hits it. Time's over, though.
Yeah, game's over.
128-125. The West wins it by 3.
What made it a fun-
128 to 125.
What made it a fun game to watch? It was competitive. You know, the kids competed all night, and it was a close game. And that's all you can ask from an All-Star game, especially having one day to practice. No one really knows each other that well. But once again, those El Camino boys, they had a rhythm, and they know each other, and that made a difference.
And again, and we talked about it, it was the end of each half where the West had just a little bit more rhythm.
Yeah, you was absolutely right on that, Randy. Spot on. The West, so West closed out the first half, and they closed out the game. And that was, that was the key in this game.
Really one of the more entertaining Battle of the Valleys that we've ever seen. We'll have one more wrap-up for you, one more segment when we return right after this. Welcome back to Valley College, where the West prevails over the East in the Battle of the Valley, 128-125. 2 MVPs for the East, Brandon Boyd, who scored 20 points, had 8 rebounds and 8 assists. And no shock, we projected it. Chris Sandifer out of Taft High School, leading his team to victory with 27 points for the West.
Well, that's what Chris does. 27 points in maybe 16 minutes? I mean, he is a scoring machine. He's one of the biggest scorers and one of the most prolific offensive guys in the entire state of California. So that's just what he does on a regular basis.
McKenna Keel is standing by with a special guest. Derek Till, your final thoughts on this 128-125 win for the West?
It was a really entertaining game. You watch these kids, all these all-stars come out, and they competed, and they made the game fun. They shared the basketball, and then you had an opportunity to see a lot of kids who displayed a lot of really high-end offensive skills, and so it was really fun to watch. I think it was fun for the fans. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure, Derek. Best of luck again next year at St. John Bosco, and again, congratulations on your state championship.
Thank you, Randy. I really appreciate it. It's a pleasure working with you, and thanks for the opportunity.
You got it. That's Derek Tiller. I also want to thank Stylen Construction. Hey, they do a great job. No one has their experience or billing terms. Stylen Construction in Chatsworth. Give them a call, 818-407-1327 for all your construction needs, and thank them for their sponsorship of the Battle of the Valley. For McKenna Keel and for Derek Taylor, I'm Randy Rosenbaum. Your final score in the 18th Battle of the Valley. The West, who won last year 97-90, prevails this year 128 to 125 behind 27 points from Chris Sandifer. So long from Valley College.